Guys, you are once again welcome to the Ryde channel. You know, the Ryde channel is all about motorcycles and beautiful cars like this. Today I have something special for you, and as you can see behind me, this is a Peugeot 3008 Active. Now the selling point for this car is that it is assembled right here in Ghana, and this is what you should be looking out for if you want a mid-size crossover SUV. And I must tell you, the car is very tasteful and sweet. We are going to look at the specs in a moment, and I'm sure that by the end of this introduction you'll be thinking about getting into one of these. Come on, let's go. So Peugeot is a brand that we've known in this country for quite a while, and they are back with a big bang. Apart from the fact that they have an assembling plant right here in Ghana manufacturing or assembling these cars here, they also give great value for money, because the specifications on this car, the technology in this car, the features in this car, you can only find them in the top brands, and you have to pay big money to get into those ones. But with very average money, you can get into this car at a great value. So we are going to look at some of the specifications on the car. Let's start from the outside. This one comes in a gorgeous paint, a silver metal. You know, silver is one of the best selling colors. If you have this color on your car, one day if you want to resell it, you're going to get good value for your car. The car is sweet. Look at the new grille. This is a new face of Peugeot. This logo right here, the lion that we know, has been modified, okay, and now it's looking all muscular and boisterous, ready to pounce and do the business. They have a very tasteful grille, all LED headlights. That is a modern technology, all LED. Then you have your LED daylight running lights, which doubles as your indicator light. The Active also comes with 18-inch alloy rims with a polished face, and I must tell you, the design is up to date with whatever is on the market, and it's very nice. You realize that it has small lashings of silver, okay, and that comes into this tasteful trim out here, and it makes it look as if the roof of the car is floating. And I must tell you, I really like the design. The windows are tinted on the back side, okay, that is privacy for you, okay, very nice. Over here at the back, you can see the haunches of the car. Very nice design. Makes it look very hard and boisterous, and that's the kind of design that we want. Very modern design, okay. Yes, and it tapers into this tail light, clear darkened tail lights. Now when you put it on, then you're going to see the amber and you're going to see the red, and in these streaks they look very up to date, very modern, and very nice. Then it joins together to form this bar. At the back here, you have this roof extended a little bit to form a spoiler to give you aerodynamics. At the same time, it hides the high mount brake light, so that those far away can see your tail lights when you brake, so that they can prepare and not run into you. Rear view camera is down here. The black bumpers, very tasteful design, yes. So that you have this hidden gem in here, okay. 3008, that is the name you have to remember. You come to the showroom, you say you want the Peugeot 3008 assembled right here in Ghana. Very nice. And also the bumper, black bumper, and the advantage of this is that, I mean, it can sustain scuffs and it will still be intact. All you have to do is just wipe it. You know, in Ghana we have a lot of brushes and bushes that you will have to, you know, drive through from time to time, but when they brush along here, okay, then you just wipe it off, and that's it. And it also clads up to this side around the wheel well. Very tasteful design. It extends down here, okay, so any scratches, whatever, you just wipe them off and they are gone. Now I want to take you to the inside so you see how special this car is. This particular model, which is the Active, does not come with a keyless entry, but then you still have push to start, okay. I have my keys already inside, so I'll just open and we'll just step in. Now a lot of times when you are stepping into a car, especially an SUV, a crossover SUV like this, okay, what happens is that as you drive along, the body of the car picks dust, okay, it throws it on this side of the bodywork, okay. So if you have the door opening Normally it comes around here and you open. When you go to sit inside, you see that your calves of your trousers are rubbing around this area and it gets dirty. Okay, now Peugeot has thought about that, so they extended the door opening right to the bottom. Okay, so when you drive around and the car picks dust, it doesn't go inside there, so that side is always clean. So when you open and you get in, especially for the ladies, it doesn't make your calves dirty or your trouser dirty. It stays clean all the time. Very, very, very nice car. Very tasteful interior. Let me just start it. It's a very, very hot Saturday and I need to get my AC going. Okay, let me turn the fan up. All right, and put the temperature on low. It feels good in here actually, and I have all the technology I can think about right here, right in reach, within reach. Okay, let's start with the instrument gauges right here. Now this instrument gauges, as you can see, is a 10-inch instrument gauge system, and as you can see, it's full LED. Okay, so you have the speedometer to my left, all right, then you have the tachometer or the rev counter to my right. Now the tachometer reads backwards, so if I rev the engine of the car, so you can see then in the middle also you have the speed also being indicated digitally. Okay, but everything on this display is customizable, so I can just press this dial and I can change. Okay, if I want very minimal things showing on my display, I just press it and I only have the speed showing digitally. Okay, and I press it again, all right, it comes and I can go dials. Okay, and yeah, it comes to life. You see the animation, very nice, tasteful animation. Okay, I can also go personal, where it gives me the ability to customize everything that shows up. Okay, so here it says settings in the touchscreen. Over there it says current information, so it's showing me my fuel mileage. Okay, and that is the consumption. The car is new, we've not run it, so it's yet to calculate the fuel consumption. Okay, then also flanking to the corners, you have your engine temperature gauge, then you have your fuel gauge. You almost have a full tank over there. Then you have your the status for your gear shift and your seat belt and the doors and the light over there. Very, very informative. Everything just pops up to you, and with the colors, I mean, yeah, it looks really, really nice. Let's bring our attention to this steering wheel. Now Peugeot, I mean, they did their research and they are telling you that when you have a steering wheel, a round, perfectly round steering wheel, it's difficult to move in and out of the car, so they have changed the shape into this kind of rumble shaped steering wheel, and surprisingly it feels really, really good. It feels really, really good. It is small, okay, and at the same time it feels like that is how all steering wheels are supposed to be. Also, I have paddle shifters here to shift through this 6-speed automatic transmission. This is a 6-speed automatic transmission. That's a torque converter type. This is not a CVT. This is a torque converter type automatic transmission. So when you drive along, you can use these to shift by yourself. Very, very soon we're going to have this car for an extended review, and I'm going to demonstrate all these things for you. This car has 6 airbags, okay, all around. So you have this, the driver's airbag, and you can see it doesn't look big and ugly like you have in some cars. It looks very, very nice. One of the things also you have over here is that you have a bit of piano black circling the buttons on the steering wheel and also the airbag. This is where you are going to be touching and you're going to be operating everything from here, and it feels right at your fingertips. It feels really, 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 really good. Now let's move our attention to this 8-inch infotainment display that we have here. Now everything is within reach. Okay, this is a touch screen, so you can just reach it and touch all the features you want, but sometimes it is a bit fiddly. Okay, so Peugeot in wisdom has made sure that everything you have it duplicated with hard buttons. So down here, if I want media, I just press this and it takes me to media. If I want AC and HVAC controls, it comes up, okay, and I can control it from here. Okay, if I want navigation, in this particular instance you use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You just summon it with this button. Look how exquisitely designed it is. Okay, if I want all the functions and features on the car so that I can change the parameters, I can switch some of them on and off. Okay, you can do so from here. So you have driving functions and you have vehicle settings, so parking settings, headlight, comfort, safety, they are all here. Everything is right at your fingertips. If you link your phone to this infotainment display and you want to make calls or receive calls, you can also do so with this one. So you link your smartphone or whatever phone you have. Okay, if it's just a feature phone, you use the Bluetooth set to link it. If it's an Android or Apple phone, you can use Android Auto, or you can use Mirror Link, etc. to link it. And this works wirelessly. You don't have to plug in your phone to do it. If you step up, okay, in the specification to the Allure, you're going to get a wireless phone charger. Okay, so you just put your phone on it. It is linked to your Android Auto or your Apple CarPlay. You can have access to your Apple Music, your Spotify, and all the features that are on your phone. So the car becomes an extension of your mobile life. Very, 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 very nice design. You have a volume control. When you come down here, you have your push to start button right here. It is not at where you normally see it on most cars, okay, but it's still very, very intuitive. If your steering, your hands are right here on the steering wheel, you just come down, you can press it. This very interesting looking gear shift lever, okay, to operate it, there's an unlock button, also called an inhibitor. So you press it and you pull it back to go to drive. Okay, so you can see it indicated here. So the car just glides effortlessly, creeping forward, and you stop. Okay, then you press again, go to neutral. Okay, you press again, forward, then it goes to reverse. Now when you go into reverse, the reverse camera gets activated, so you can see it right here. Okay, and you can control the angle, how wide it is from here. Okay, then you can also see 360. This particular model is not equipped with 360 cameras, so although you have the car there, you see the backside illuminated. So I'm just going to release the throttle, and the car is going to creep backwards. So as you can see, and the lines, okay, change to indicate which direction the car is going, and you can also see it being shown on the 360 camera. Now you also have parking sensors, so as the car goes back, if you are too close to any obstacle, it is going to beep to let you know that you are too close. So we are going to press unlock again and move forward, drive. Okay. All right, I can't wait to get my hand on this car to do a proper review for you. Okay, so I just press the P button to go into park, then I pull my parking brake lever, and yes, very, very nice. This is a key for the car. Very nice looking, very modern, contemporary. You have a blade key inside there, so for any reason, if the battery runs down, you can pull it out and use a blade to open the car. Then you have one special feature down here, okay, and this is the drive mode selector. Okay, so you can select your drive mode sport to have a very sporty feeling, you know, drive. What the car is going to do is that it's going to calibrate the throttle, the brake, and the transmission to make it feel very sporty, and the car also feel a bit faster. All right, then you go to normal driving mode. Then these days this is where you really need to be driving the eco mode, because you want to save fuel. Fuel is so expensive, and you can also do a bit of sandy driving. Okay, all right, mud when you are driving on a muddy road. Then you also have snow. Okay, here we don't have snow, but you can still make use of that feature when you are driving over very challenging terrain. Okay, so these are the drive modes. Wow, so many drive modes. Let's put it in eco so that we can save some fuel. You have to save all the fuel you can these days. Very, 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 very nice interior. Also, you have this carbon effect trim here, and it just doesn't look good, it also feels very, very good when you touch it. You have these brass aluminum surrounds also here, some lashings of piano black, and all the contact areas, all the areas that you touch on this car feels very, very soft. It is not hard plastic, so you see it feels really good. Over here also you have 2 cup holders. Then this is your compartment, and it's really deep. See, it swallowed my whole arm. It swallowed my whole arm. And it doubles as an armrest, and you have soft leather on it, and it's really, really, really good. Okay, all right. Then you also have a glove compartment over here. Okay, you have your paperwork and your manual also there, and here you can lock the passenger airbag. So if you are going to put a child seat in the front, you can turn that and it is going to lock it, so that in case of anything, the airbag here does not deploy, so that the baby in the front seat will be protected. So also over here you have this. Okay, now this is the hill descent control. Now this is a crossover SUV, so when you for that occasion that you go off-road and you are coming down a steep hill, okay, you use a hill descent control and you set the speed so that the car does not rush down the hill, okay, uncontrollably. So the car will basically drive itself down the steep hill, okay, so that all you have to do as a driver is just to steer the car, and the car comes gradually down, and you can save yourself and save your car. Very, very thoughtful, very, very useful, you know, features right here in the Peugeot 3008 Active. Okay, all right. So here at the back of the Peugeot 3008, this particular Active model has the rear windows tinted, and that is for privacy. Okay, very, 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 you know, comfortable, spacious interior. For the size of this car, it is really, really roomy. You can see I'm not so tall, but you can see how much room I have here. So if you are taller, I'm sure probably you will still have maybe about 4 inches of room still left here, and the car is well spaced and very, very comfortable. The incline of the seat is good. The headrest is also solid adjustable. Okay, so yes, it is comfortable. Now this particular model also has HVAC vents at the back here. Okay, so you have HVAC vents, so being at the back doesn't mean that you are going to suffer. Okay, so you have some lashings of luxury also here. Then you have the cigarette lighter type of socket here, so you can charge your phones. The children can charge their tablets and their Nintendo Switches and all those kinds of things. Very, very comfortable. Also you have the door panel, very, very tasteful design. The plastics, all the touch areas are soft. Okay, you have the carbon effect here, and there is one thing I really like in this car, and that is the upholstery on the seats. Okay, this is not a leather seat, this is an upholstered seat, and as you can see, the design is nice, and for me, the way it feels, it feels really, really special, and I probably might pick this over the leather because it feels really, really good. It feels really nice. Okay, then you have the armrest also here, and also included in the armrest you have cup holders. Okay, now you can open and you have a pass-through for longer items. So there you have it. Very, very good. Now being in the center, you don't miss out because you also have your headrests, and it's also very comfortable in here. You have your ISOFIX points here, so if you are installing a child seat, okay, this is the industry standard ISOFIX. Okay, so you get to strap it in there, and your children are protected and they are safe. Okay, let's go to the back. Let me show you how this car manages to do the utility thing. Let's go. Alright, so this is the cargo area of the Peugeot 3008, and as you can see, it is really, 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 really spacious. Okay, let me just strap this here. Okay, it holds a parcel shelf up. Now the importance of this parcel shelf is that when you close the hatch, okay, you cannot see inside to look at what is inside the cargo area. Okay, I mean, this car, you have privacy with the tint, okay, but there's an extra layer of protection in there with that parcel shelf. We don't have the automatic tailgate because this is a small hatch. You don't really need that, okay, but it is really, the opening is very wide, as you can see. Okay, you have about 520 liters of space in here, okay, and you can fold all the seats, okay, so that you have over 1,500 liters of cargo carrying capacity. Look at that. You just have to pull and the seat is just going to collapse like that, and it folds flat, okay, so you can load large items into this boot area. So as you can see, with the seats folded flat down, I have to push the headrest a little bit in so that it can lie down flat, but I can do that easily. Okay, now below here also you have extra space. You have a full-size spare wheel and tools in here. But another feature of this car is that you can just pull this up, okay, and hold it in there. So when you are loading large items to hide down here, you don't need to keep one hand on this whilst you do that. You free your hand by hooking it up here, and if you want to close it, you just pull it down and flush. Okay, all right, now let me pull the seats up just like that. The Peugeot 3008 Active, a great car, okay, a great car. And the best part of it is that it is manufactured right here in Ghana. Because of that, the price is good and it gives you great value for money. The guys here at Silver Star Auto Peugeot gave me this great opportunity, and if you want to get into this car, make sure I'm going to show the numbers right below here, so you can call them and they're going to make sure they get you into this car. There's financing available. Get into one of these. Thank you so much for joining me for the introduction of the Peugeot 3008 Active. We have the Allure model that is a bit higher, has more features. Okay, now very soon we are going to get our hands on one for an extended review, so we are going to bring you along. We are going to look at every aspect of this car. Now this particular model is a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine, okay, and the consumption is one of the best in the segment. So it is a very great car, and please make sure you talk to the guys so they get you into this one. I mean, you enjoy your experience. I've enjoyed this short time with this car. I've enjoyed it greatly, and I'm really looking forward to having a fun extended review. Thank you and bye for now.